This conference championship recap edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer? Dog.
I'm wearing the refs are terrorist hoodie, but I feel like there's not even a lot for people to be upset about.
Well,
at the refs,
it was weird. I think like for the most part, the refs did a pretty good job putting away the whistle, not making, big annoying calls to decide the game. The one huge exception was, and ultimately didn't end up costing Seattle the game, but that Tariq Woolen, him talking shit after the 4th and 12 play, like you just cannot call that you can't call taunting there. That's insane.
Yeah. I'd also maybe throw in the non fumble recovery for a touchdown for the Patriots, although both ended up not mattering. So
no, you're right. I mean, the Pats did end up scoring. So good point there. That's where and I saw people were pissed that sent in their tickets that had Pat's defensive touchdown because they let it play out. But also going back to that game, I would have loved, and they probably made the right call, but I would have loved to seen Stidham had the ball in both hands. It seemed like he was pushing it forward, but the defender pushed it back. I would what's the rule? If it leaves his hand and it's going forward and then he hits it back, did the guy push it back while he was, how did they not show us a replay of like zoomed in of whether it was going forward or not?
We've now entered a world where they used to, I mean, I guess you could blame them for showing too many replays. It was slow. They're not slow the game down a little bit. I understand people didn't like the review taking so much time, but show some replays. Look, I think in that case, it certainly aesthetically, it looked clearly backwards, but when you watch that one shot, now I don't know if he's hitting the hand or the,
well, now maybe the ball's coming out and the guy's pushing it backwards. I don't know. To me, it warranted more reviews or like better angles or something. But to
your point, we've seen plays where forward pass and hand making contact together, ball goes like sideways, they honor the deflection basically. But now that being said, it was such a horrible play.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
It looked like a turnover, and
yeah.
Stidham, I mean, both quarterbacks ended up kind of looking like shit. I mean, in the second half, the weather just took over the game. No one could do anything offensively.
Well, Stidham did go into game 2 leading the weekend in passing yards.
Yeah, that's true. He did kind of killed a bunch of the fun props there in the early game. Everyone knows Pats won 10-7. They are going on to the Super Bowl. Broncos got the cover. Felt like the cover was pretty well in hand, and we go back to this, Ryan. We were sitting there watching the game, 4th and 1. You have a chance to go up 10.
Yeah,
2 scores with the backup quarterback. I get it. You're at home. You're driving. You feel like you're gonna have a ton of opportunity for points. Why the hell do you not kick the field goal? I do not get that.
Well, especially if you had any inkling that weather was going to deteriorate like it did, and I did see that. Gambling's favorite weatherman, Kevin Roth, completely surprised by the weather in the second half. I mean, good on him for posting that online, but I mean, also just hilarious.
Well, that's Colorado weather. It's 72 1 minute, heavy snow the next.
I mean, I have a lot of notes about this Patriots team. I know we also have a caller.
What do you make of the? Oh, you want to talk to Cousin?
I don't know what you want to do first, and
no, because of Mush hung up. Oh. Yeah, well, now he's back. Let's bring on Cousin Mush.
Maybe we let the let the mouth breathers breathe a little bit.
Drake May with an amazing 83 yards passing in way to his on way to winning the conference championship. Mush, congrats! Your Patriots get it done. They don't get the cover.
The drought is over.
Is this the Denver?
This is Denver radio. You're on the Broncos radio.
Is this the Denver suicide hotline?
Oh, well, I don't
Broncos
know if you're
radio. Oh, let's ride.
if you're a Broncos fan,
Listen,
you got it. Okay, I'm listening.
Oh, week 1, you lost to the Raiders. Week 2, we called in from a golf course. Don't bet on this team. Then they went on an epic run. Okay, we played a bunch of bums, but what do you want us to do? We're back. 20 more years of torture for all of you. I don't care. They're going to the Super Bowl. Where are the Eagles? Where are the Giants? Hold on. Where are your Bears? Dick Puncher, where's Green Bay? Where's everybody? Fuck you all. We're going to fucking Santa Clara. I'm happy. I got 3-foot snow drifts in my driveway. I may die tomorrow shoveling it.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
And I hit my...
Yes.
Yeah, I did go a little bit into Northeast conversation there.
Very on tilt.
I'm just tired. I've shoveled 3 times and I still got... Yeah, it's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm a little excited.
All fired up, ready to go. Yeah.
Well, and record-setting performance from the 2025 Patriots. Lowest amount of points for a team that played 3 playoff games to get to the Super Bowl with 54. 7 less points than the 2000 Ravens, led by Trent Dilfer. We all remember his great quarterbacking.
All I'm going to counter all of your bullshit with these stats for 2 weeks is your lovely Giants were 14-point underdogs and somehow slayed the Giant. And then the Rams, weren't they like 17-point favorites in that Super Bowl? Who even knows? Anything's possible, buddy. Anything's possible.
Ryan,
don't be mad, bro.
I don't like this. Mad. They already have this nobody believes in us angle that the Patriots are trying to rally around. Man. Oh, no one says we can win. No one says we can do it.
Yeah. I mean,
Listen,
again,
this line's going to go up to like close to 7 by tomorrow, right?
That would be surprising to me.
No, I don't think it'll go to 7. It opened at 4.5. I think it'll go up to 6 would be my prediction. But I don't think it goes up to 7, but yeah, I mean, it will be, if you're not a Patriots fan, how are you talking yourself into the Patriots? Again, we have 2 weeks to think on this game. Certainly there are some advantages the Pats have, but I don't know. Seattle did look pretty good in that game against the Rams.
Maybe Sam Darnold trips and falls and gets hurt. Solid. Maybe the whole defense doesn't show up for the party.
Well, I mean, yeah, why not? And we'll just take the participation Super Bowl trophy then too.
All right. Well, that sounds like a great plan. So
18 points per game this postseason is the lowest mark by any team to make the Super Bowl since the 1979 Rams. Wow.
What about points allowed? How about that? How's our defense?
That is the one
defense wins.
Well, I think the one positive you can say is that they played against very strong. Like this will be the 4th top 5 defense they will be facing. I don't know what metric that is. It's probably some sort of standard bullshit. I'll have to pull up.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
But to play 4 top 5 defenses certainly is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Certainly, the Pats offense. Nice. The Pats offense did not look super good, and they scored because of that turnover. But on the other side, the Patriots defense looked really good. Got Christian Gonzalez had that interception to ice the game.
Drake May is the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for under 100 yards in the AFC Championship game and win the game. I mean, this guy horseshoe up his ass, right?
Excellent.
All right, Mush.
I want to give out my favorite Super Bowl prop right now. One Super Bowl prop, and then I'll let you all go.
Okay. Great.
Ready? It's in the exotics market. 100% Cardi B is going to sing with Bad Booney on the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Now that she'll be there anyway.
Book it. Find it offshore, whatever they allow you to bet.
All right, I like
That's
it.
all I got.
Thank you, Cousin Mush.
Congratulations,
Capper better
Mush.
call in.
Enjoy the snow.
Good to hear from Cousin Mush. Any other big picture thoughts, Ryan, on the? It was kind of a dud of the game. The weather certainly made things interesting, but it was frustrating because both offenses kind of couldn't do anything.
No, I mean, to your point, I think the one positive I begrudgingly have to say is that Vrabel's coaching staff has won every coaching battle so far this postseason.
Yeah,
and I think in this one, would have loved to see the game play out if Stidham didn't just hand the ball to them inside the 10-yard line. But yeah, I mean, they played the smarter, the conservative Vrabel game plan is just working game after game because the other team is making a blunder. And I think again, the Peyton decision to not kick that field goal, probably
huge. And the Pats deserve credit. They got that 4th down stop. That was a game-changing play. Picking off Stidham, that was a game-changing play.
I mean, that was the game. That was just a chuck down the field in crazy blizzard. So yeah, certainly made the play there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was. I saw Ben Gretsch make the point on social that the postseason has been amazing. This NFL postseason has been amazing, and somehow the Patriots have been in all the dud games.
Yeah, well, it was a 1-score game. The NFC game I think was obviously more exciting.
I do have another couple notes on.
Sure.
On
what else you got?
Well, this one's. I have a positive one.
Okay.
That, and I'm sure you saw this floating around social, but there have been 5 schools that have produced a president and a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And Jordan and Belichick will be excited to find out that if Drake May wins the Super Bowl, that would be the 6th with UNC having, of course, James Polk and Drake May. The others, Navy with Staubach and Carter, Stanford with Elway, Plunkett with Hoover, Michigan, Brady and Ford, Delaware with Flacco and Biden, and then Miami of Ohio. Sean, Miami of Ohio, not only did they have Harrison, the president, and Big Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback, but they've also, of these schools, the only school to have a Super Bowl winning head coach, and they have 3 of them. Sean McVay went there. John Harbaugh went there. And who can forget, this is probably Colby's favorite, Weeb Eubank, Jets head coach for the Super Bowl III victory. When Joe Namath,
classic Weeb Eubank.
Yeah, Weeb. What kind of first name is Weeb?
Who are we throwing in the locker for the early game? I think it has to be Peyton. Really? I mean, to me, that was the biggest decision. Not kicking that field goal was. Now maybe it doesn't change the outcome of the game, but I mean, you can't put Stidham in the locker. It's Stidham. I mean, he was going to have a boneheaded play at some point.
Yeah, no, Peyton. 2 games in a row, and it's on me for thinking he was going to change his ways. Although they did cover, just overthought it.
Yeah, got cute.
And in this game, I saw people killing him for passing too many times. I don't think that's why I would kill him. His play sequencing sucked. He didn't come out of. I mean, sure they hit the Mims play, but there was more of that available early. Yeah. And they weren't willing to take it. They weren't aggressive when they should have been. And then by the time it was like they
missed their window.
They had to be a little aggressive when it was impossible to be aggressive. And I also thought, a smaller mistake maybe, but when the weather is that bad, I don't care if you're on the 35 or whatever. You have to maybe think outside the box and potentially punt. And reset that position, pin them down.
Well, but that field goal probably would have gone in if the guy got his. That was partially blocked, that field goal.
Yeah, but it's also like it's.
But that's special teams.
Yeah, so I mean I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, if you're a Broncos fan, it's like you can't be that. I mean, you're pissed because you were very close to winning the game with a backup quarterback. But in reality, this is probably the best for the NFL, and I'm sure that had nothing to do with anything. But this is probably the best outcome for the NFL. The chowder heads are back. The mouth breathers are back. We have to hear all about. It doesn't matter that Patriots fans are losing their mind at my comment that I'm going to bet on the NFC team regardless of the spread this week for the Super Bowl, and they're acting as if. It's an inflammatory statement. Like I'm the only person in the world suggesting.
No, everyone's saying they're going to be betting the.
But these mouth breathers are coming out of me like I'm some sort of donkey who doesn't watch football. and my response to that would be, this is ridiculous. You were a team led by Tom Brady, and you're telling me the same fan base believes at their core that Drake May is dragging this team to the Super Bowl? No. Just admit it. You had an easy schedule. Vrabel's had a hell of a turnaround with the defense.
Vrabel's the real star. He's done a great job with
Josh
the defense.
McDaniels, guess what? Always been a great offensive coordinator. But yeah, let's see what happens. One more game. I think we all know who I'll be on. But yeah, Peyton in the locker. Vrabel sharpen that katana.
Public's going to be all over Seattle.
I know. Doesn't matter. We've been there before, Sean. You explained this on the VSiN show. There's only one game. The public's on both sides.
We've also been there. Seattle Pats. I had beast mode for Super Bowl MVP. All Pete Carroll had to do was hand it off.
We got a sharper coach now.
Could have cashed big. All right. We're going to get to the late game, and then we got a bunch of calls. We'll get to the calls after we talk about the next game. Before we do, quick shout out to Avo. That's right. Head over to avo.bet. Great arbitrage opportunities all over the market. And that's why you got to get set up over on Avo. That's right. avo.bet. Use that promo code SGPN. Get you $18 off your first month. Avo is the #1 arbitrage betting tool. Much like Benedict Dance, aka Pick Dundee, you can play both sides and guarantee a profit. It's awesome. Very easy to use. Log in, sync your sports books, and then it'll fire off opportunities to play both sides, locking in a profit. And we're also brought to you by our good buddies over at Kalshi. Real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. I'm sure they're going to have a bunch of fun trading opportunities for the big game. Get set up over on Kalshi. Again, use that promo code SGPN. Sign up over there. T's and C's do apply, but you get $20 free when you use our promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, available in all 50 states. Promo code SGPN. All right, Kramer. Late game. And we hit both our locks. I also hit my dog. My dog was parlaying Seattle, lock #1, with Broncos, lock #2. That was a nice cash as Seattle won and covered 31-27. Fun back and forth game. There was a couple moments where I was like, oh, Seattle's going to blow this. They're getting cooked, but the defense came up in big spots when they needed to. I was very surprised. The Rams passing game with Kyron Williams, they had that cooking. Obviously Puka had a bunch of big catches. JSN just went off. I mean, his number was like 89 receiving yards. And you're like, oh, that's crazy high. But of course he just completely dusted that. Sam Darnold played a probably one of the better games of his career. And oh man, prop wise, you were on the Kyron Williams receiving yards. A nice angle by you, Kramer,
and Kenneth Walker.
Both running
backs went over.
Cooper Kupp receiving yards hit for me. And then that was and almost got to the Matthew Stafford. We gave it out at I gave it out at 35.5 passing attempts. He ended with 35 attempts. Like, could they not just call Puka out of bounds on that last play so we could get one more pass attempt? But this was just a fun back and forth game. Yeah, obviously the big play that swung it, and we highlighted why one of the reasons we like Seattle was special teams. They're going to make a special teams play. They recover that muff punt. That really was the difference. And then the Tariq Woolen penalty, that was a huge swing for the Rams. Ultimately didn't make a difference there, but I mean, I thought Stafford played his ass off. He ran a bunch. Again, Puka Nacua 9-165 and a touchdown. JSN 10-153 and a touchdown. Parkinson had that big drop, although the defender got his arm right in there. That was a tougher catch than it looked like.
He catches that, and I hit. All 4 members of my first touchdown card would score a touchdown, and none of them were the first touchdown.
Yeah,
which would have been pretty impossible.
And I had a Barner.
Fucking Jake Bobo.
I had Barner anytime touchdown. He was open. Just one of Darnold's misses couldn't get him the ball there. But yeah, Ryan Bobo's definitely going to be on the first touchtown card. Right?
He's going to be
100-1 again.
I respect anyone who chopped in on the anytime. Honestly, my bad. I texted a friend of the program, Adam Rosenberg. We saw this weekend out in Vegas, and I said, "Why were we not all over the Jake Bobo anytime like some of these Broncos?" And he said, "We were too busy sucking Stidham's dick."
Yeah,
so
I got distracted by that sexy
fair feedback. But yeah, I mean, my God, that would have been a nice. I mean, look, I got happy seeing all the screenshots. So a lot of people hit it.
Oh well, congrats, Ryan.
Well, I mean, I didn't hit it.
Oh, okay.
But other people did.
No, it sounded like you're celebrating. What were your thoughts?
Well, I was celebrating the fans. That makes me happy.
What was your thoughts on the Rams Seahawks game?
It went it went pretty. I thought Seattle had a couple chances to do more damage, win this by wider margin.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's Kubiak still has moments where he, like all these sharp offensive minds, just they fall into their own bag. I thought going back to the Sam Darnold, turn your back to the pass rush bootleg one too many times, and that was almost a big mistake. But all in all, I mean, Darnold looked good. I thought the Seahawks played well at home, like we would expect them to. And as I said before the game, this should have been 3 points. And Seahawks easy. The one thing I'm pissed at is not playing the JSN stuff. He had good games in both games up.
No,
previous.
It was just because his number was high.
Well, and the Rams decense had they decrescendoed, Sean, as the season went on, and so I don't. And
I think the spot finally caught up to him. Like the Rams, their defense, I think just finally those 3 road games, not as much rest, everything. I think kind of they hit a wall there.
And then just the road thing more.
And Seattle's defense, that was
12s. The 12s too. Give them some credit.
That was a great hostile environment. I'm just feeling for those guys in that locker room. They poured their heart and soul out. Sean, what do you think of that that 4th down play? I was close to calling a timeout, but I trusted Matty. He saw something there with Fergie, and thought he had something there late, but we ultimately didn't get it done. And I just feel for those guys. They gave their heart and soul in that field, and it's just you hate for it to end, but no shame in the effort. And hats off to Seattle. Great team, great environment.
Who you put in the locker? For the Rams,
I think you got to put. I guess you would have to put McVay.
McVay owned by McDonald now.
I think McVay is the guy you got to put in the locker because I think clock management, and now maybe some of it's on the DC, but or just in general, I feel like clock management, some of the play calling. I don't know. Like what more did you want out of Stafford there?
Yeah, it felt like a little bit. Maybe like the whole like Chris Shula is the hottest defensive coordinator candidate, and then as the season goes on, they lose some pieces.
I mean, that JSN touchdown, he's wide open.
Game, though.
How is he not? How is it? Yeah, like I don't think there was. I got
an answer though.
Okay,
the Minnesota Vikings organization.
Oh, I was going to say the Rams punt return is the guy you put in the locker.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
if you want to be mean,
is that the difference in the game? Possibly.
Yeah, that's a huge swing.
But I think you just let's just put the whole Vikings organization in the locker.
Oh man, if you're a Vikings fan,
you're sick.
Sam Darnold's in a Super Bowl and he's a favorite. Someone in the chat said Sam Darnold's a favorite in the Super Bowl. What a world. Yeah, no, kind of wild. But again, he's playing at a pretty good level. They have a very good defense. Mike McDonald's a good coach. It shouldn't be that shocking. And he beat the Rams. The Rams were the team I expected him to piss down his leg.
That's one of the demons.
And now he has 2 weeks you would imagine to get even healthier from that oblique injury.
I mean, he was throwing the ball just fine. I don't think.
Well, it's weird because
he's clearly sore, but he's getting shut up.
It's like he has a couple throws that are horrible, but that's normal Sam Darnold, right? So I don't even know how much the oblique injury is impacting him.
2018 draft conversation.
Okay.
Well, first pick was Baker Mayfield. He hadn't gotten there yet.
Nope.
Second pick was Barkley, who Dave Gettleman got it right.
Super Bowl champ.
Dave Gettleman got it right. Pick 3, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Now, after Sam Darnold, of course, 7 was Buffalo's Josh Allen.
Darnold getting there before Josh Allen.
10 was, of course, Josh Rosen, who's selling real estate now. What a bust that was. And then if we slide down the board a little bit, you might remember that the Ravens made a great pick coming back in at 32 and drafting Lamar Jackson. Also, I mean, Sam Darnold getting there before all those guys. Are you kidding me?
Shout out to Sam Darnold.
Again, if you're a Vikings fan, how is someone not getting fired for this malpractice? Is this one of the?
They got JJ McCarthy.
What is the biggest thing you can blunder in the NFL? Letting a franchise quarterback leave, right?
Yep.
Can you think like who's the last quarterback that someone let go and I'll do the research for. Has it ever happened? You think quarterback gets let go and immediately takes a team to the Super Bowl in your conference?
Well, I mean, it would be Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a year where he didn't play though, right?
Yeah, he had the neck injury.
Yeah, but essentially let go for Andrew Luck. The Vikings.
It's a little different though, because he was like people thought, if you remember that neck injury, like people didn't know if he was ever going to be the same, and he kind of wasn't the same.
No, he had that first year. He was awesome, arguably his best career year, and then they got destroyed in the Super Bowl, and then he won one where he was like hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, no, I just think both of those teams had pretty solid defenses.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the calls. Got a bunch of calls. Want to hear your guys' take. Then we'll get our early reactions to the Super Bowl line. Joining us on the Sports Gambling Podcast, Preston. What's up, Preston? Thanks for calling in.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Happy Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Can you
What's
hear me,
up?
guys?
Yeah, hear you great.
Sorry,
What's up?
I got to make sure you can hear me. It's obligatory.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide which Seahawks jersey I got to get with the Super Bowl patch on it.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Do we know who's wearing the lights and who's wearing the darks?
Always love those trends. So Preston, you got to be feeling pretty good.
I gotta imagine it's us since we're the 1 seed, right?
Yeah. Well,
no, I think it's usually, isn't it usually like the AFC or the NFC? One of them is technically the home team.
I don't.
And then that decides the jersey. I don't totally remember. But because I don't think it matters, Preston, because obviously 2 1 seeds could play each other, but I feel like they have some sort of formula for it. But how you feeling about your Seahawks going into the Super Bowl? You got to be stoked, right? Preston, I think you muted yourself.
Oh no,
Preston.
Maybe he spilled something. Maybe he had an accident. He's right. So aroused. I mean, excited.
All right. Well, maybe we'll talk to Preston later. Joining us on the line, our friend from the Far East, Japan. Japan, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening in Japan?
All right, I got a couple things actually. Hold on, let me mute my TV.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to February 7th. Oh no, not February 7th, September 7th.
Oh,
that's week 1, guys. Okay, and the reason why I bring that up is because I started watching football as a Patriots fan back in the day. Back in like 03, 04, that's when I started watching football. Was gross. A Patriots fan. Fast forward to September. This past, the Raiders played the Patriots week 1. I got with my uncle and a couple of my dad and 2 of my uncles, and we went up there to the Patriots and watched the Raiders game. Keep in mind, I was born in Vegas, so now I'm a Las Vegas Raiders fan. I don't give a fuck what happened in Oakland, just what happens in Las Vegas. So we're up there, we're tailgating, and I'm talking about whatever you want to call these people, Massachusetts, Bostonians, whatever you want to call them. They were just happy to have Mike Vrabel. They had no fucking shot in hell that they were going to get to this fucking point. I mean, we were in the tailgate and they were like, oh, it's going to be a good game. We got Mike Vrabel. Oh, it's going to be a good year. Oh, we're going to win more than 4 games. Da, da, da. No one in their right mind thought that they would pull out what they have. It is amazing that they did this, but they ain't going to do shit in the Super Bowl. Their schedule is just too easy. It's just not going to fucking happen. But that's all I got to say. And then Kramer. I think it was about 2 years ago. We had the best fucking Super Bowl bet ever. Are we going to get something like that again?
Well, I think
I mean the Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, I think not like eliminating the Rams certainly eliminated one of the less fun teams for the props. I think Seattle's interesting because while they have JSN, we saw Bobo today, right? 20-1 anytime. That could be an interesting first touchdown. Arroyo, we didn't hear much from him, but he's going to be a player laying in the weeds.
Yeah, the backup running back.
Halani got a lot of work.
Yeah,
I think so. Sam Darnold has run a couple times. And then of course with the Patriots, they have a ton of receivers. A little bit less interesting as a team than the Broncos. So probably the not the better prop team. But I think yes, I will be playing first reception in the Super Bowl. I can promise you that.
Stay tuned. We got 2 weeks to break down all the Super Bowl picks, props. It's going to be awesome. Japan, thanks for calling in.
Let it ride, and it is dab time, guys. Let's
go.
Fucking go.
Okay, I have you're right, Sean. The AFC champions were designated as the home team because it's an even numbered Super Bowl.
Okay.
And that means I believe so this is where it's confusing because I believe they have choice. But typically home means dark and away means white. But I think it was was it your Eagles that made some
Eagles went green.
Oh, that's what it was.
Because you get the choice. I think.
That's what I was saying. I think you get the choice, but typically the away squad's wearing the white. So I believe the Seahawks will be wearing white. Back to that Super Bowl patch conversation.
Probably, yeah. But stay tuned. Plenty of time to break down that and so much more. Joining us on the line. Always enjoy hearing from Matty J.
Oh,
Matty J. Joining us on the old sports gambling podcast. Discord dragging its feet here. Matty J, I'm inviting you to chat here. Kramer, we got to. Oh, here he is. Matty J, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening, man?
What's that?
I love those commercials. What's up, Matty J?
Don Kramer, you're supposed to say it back, guys. You're supposed to say it back. Come on, guys. Come on. I know you guys know that commercial.
We have been doing classic commercials. The old Budweiser ones are great.
Yeah, they are. They're literally legendary classics, especially with the Clydesdales. What happened to the Clydesdales? They got rid of all the Clydesdales. Are we not okay with those anymore?
Probably a PETA thing. But if you remember, there was a story where we were hanging out. It was me, Derek Stevens, and I told Derek, the guy who owns Circa, I'm like, they got to bring the Bud Bowl back. We had all these Bud Lights out on the desk. He's like, that's a great idea. He goes, all right, we're gonna film a video. And he goes, all right. He goes, you pitched them the idea of bringing back the Bud Bowl. I'm going to be the announcer. Shane Gillis will be the play-by-play. And so I record this video. Mind you, this is like 1:30 a.m. at Circa. And I'm like trying to sell this video on to bring the Bud Bowl back. And then Derek texted that video to Shane Gillis and the CEO of Budweiser. So if the Bud Bowl comes back, I want some credit for it. But sorry to interrupt. Hey. Matty J, what do you got going?
Let's go.
How'd you do today?
I mean, first of all, I'm glad you interrupted me. I'm always fucking drunk rambling on here, so I'm glad we actually could have a conversation. This is the most of a conversation we've had on this call ever. Dude, I literally just got done pulling my dick out of the fucking dirt. I am not even gonna lie to you.
Oh no.
Fucking, I had this crazy parlay. All I needed was I had Kobe Parkinson for 4+ Kramer. I was on Kobe Parkinson, and that motherfucker dropped the motherfucking ball.
That was a huge play
in there.
That was huge.
So fucking pissed. He was right there. Like there's literally nobody behind him. He would have literally walked into the end zone. And then this is, by the way, this was my DJ parlay. Literally everything hits except for that Kobe Parkinson reception. And I just, for some reason, they always give it to Puka Nacua for rushing yards. I had him for over 4.5. The motherfucker ends with 4. God damn it. What the fuck? I fucking hate it, man. I fucking hate it here. It's been kind of rough, but I am still looking forward to the Super Bowl. I'll say it right now. AJ Barner, fucking Hunter Henry, anytime touchdown parlay. That's a +787. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty doable for the Super Bowl for sure. And I also want to say, if you would have told me, if I would have paid $100, I think I've already said this before. If I would have paid $100 to like a psychic, and they would have told me at the beginning of the season, the Indianapolis Colts will be number one in the NFL, and Phillip Rivers will end up going to there and starting for them to make a playoff run, and the fucking New England Patriots will end up going to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, I would have said, give me my motherfucking money back.
Yeah, no, Pat's Seahawks was not on anyone's card. I could say. So again, it's been a weird year. We keep talking about there's no good teams, but the Seattle team does seem pretty good.
I do have a Seattle future. Let's not forget.
Oh yeah, the money bag.
The my bookie
money bag predicted it. All right. Thanks for calling in, Maddie J. Good to hear from you.
Let it ride.
Let it ride, Maddie.
Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Maddie J. I cut you off. Feel free to call back in. Ryan, we got more. We got Olan. Olan.
Hey, y'all, say it real loud. Say it loud as you can.
Olan, what's up?
One more time. Say it again so they can hear it. I hope y'all heard that. They said fuck the Packers. That's why.
Oh wow! All right, that's good parenting. I like that.
It cut out, but glad to see you're raising your kids right there.
Boys? What's up, boys?
How you feeling?
Yes, sir. Hell of a day. I'm good, man. Lost my ass on the first game because I had a ton of props, and I'm pretty sure everyone lost their ass on props in that first game. But doubled down, had a full unit on Seattle. And I had a touchdown parlay, Kyron, Puka, Jason, and Kenneth Walker. So that hit. So that was a very nice cash.
Dog. Nice cash. Nice work there, Olan.
Now, I hear cousin fucker Mush bringing up my name, talking about my Bears aren't in the playoffs. That's because we had to play real teams. Y'all played a midget with a good defense who was missing their starting wide receiver. Their tight end, my wife's yelling at me because we're playing Mario Party in front of the TV. Their tight end went down, and then you barely beat Jarrett fucking Stidham, which the only reason you did because you white asses wearing white uniforms in a fucking snowstorm. Y'all won because of the weatherman.
That did help.
Even bring that up because if the Bears would have. Dude, that pick he threw, I was like, I didn't even see the motherfucker in coverage.
No, it was wild.
But no, honestly, dude, the game, the first game, it started out really good. The weather impacted it. The night game was it was a fucking great game. Props to Drake May. Props to Sam Darnold. Vikings, y'all suck. I can't believe you got rid of him. Oh my God, it's so good. But dude, 2024 is going to end up. I don't remember the class that had like Elway and Marino. The 2024 class is going to go down as the greatest fucking quarterback class ever. Jaden Daniels has already made an NFC conference game. Fucking Drake May is going to the Super Bowl. Caleb's won playoff game. Bo Nix has won playoff games.
Very strong
talk
class.
about JJ McCarthy because 9 is his IQ.
9
and probably his rating on Madden. But Kramer, this is a plea from me and all the Degens. The biggest bet I've ever hit in postseason was $10 on Kyle Juszczyk first reception with my parlay dealer and paid out like 50 to 1.
Let's go.
We need that again, dog. I know you love your wife. You love your daughters, but they got to understand for the next 2 weeks.
Get in the lab.
We need you in the lab. We need you figuring it out, and we need that cash.
Great
honestly,
speech,
though, guys. Hell of a season. The game tonight was great. The playoffs are amazing. I love you all. Degens forever. Let it ride. I'm already excited about the 32 team previews that are going to be coming up in about 3 months when we kick off 2026. Put in your Bears Super Bowl bets now. Let it ride, motherfuckers. Tear down.
I love the
great way to end the call.
I love the context of he's playing Mario Party with his family
at family night at the O-line house. He's got the Bluetooth in. He's controlling Luigi. He's yelling. He's calling everyone fuckers.
I mean,
he's yelling about pets.
If it's working,
hey, the O-line household sounds wild, but sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
All right, Kramer, we got a bunch of calls. Shout out to all the callers. Here we go. Joining us on the line, Black Jade. Black Jade, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. How you doing? Black Jade, you might be on mute.
Nice.
Black Jade, what's happening?
Maybe not here.
Black Jade, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. Okay. We have to remind people you can't. You have
learned how to unmute. It's just
you have to listen on Discord. You can't listen.
Oh yeah,
so I think that throws people off. All right, Black Jade, you're back in the bullpen. Preston seems like he got cut off. Ryan,
yeah,
he froze. We got Preston back, who is the Seahawks fan, celebrating their big win. Preston, how are we feeling?
Can you hear me this time?
Oh yeah,
yes.
You loud and clear.
Now, Preston, I gotta ask you a quick.
I was so delayed. I had to switch it, and then it just said, "Nah, never mind. You ain't talking to these guys no more."
Preston, I gotta ask you, as a Seahawks fan, it's tough when your team's in the Super Bowl and they're favored by, right now the number's sitting at 4.5. You're in a weird spot. You don't want them to win the Super Bowl, and you're kind of bummed out because you lost money. So do you bet them on the money line? Are you going to be betting on your Seahawks? What do you have a plan of attack? What are your thoughts?
Well, I lucked out and Fanatics sent me a 100% money line profit boost already. So I have that to -120 instead of -150 already. Thank you.
Wow. Nice.
There you go.
Very generous. Right. Very generous.
So that solves that problem.
We're just going to wait for the number. Yeah. Yes, very much so. I would just like to shove myself in the locker though for George Holani, having my hopes and dreams on George Holani. Go fuck myself for that.
But he certainly had more of a role than I thought.
Have to say,
yeah.
Definitely in the pass game, but none of these coward ass books want to hang the receiving yards. We only got the rush yards. So thanks for that, corporate gambling.
No, I didn't even think of the Holani receiving yards in it. And as you pointed out, they were too scared to list it. Although being in the Super Bowl, I'm sure Holani receiving yards will be available.
I sure hope it is. Definitely getting a lot more work in that than the rushing department. So you want to hang 8.5 for the receiving yards in the Super Bowl? Go right on ahead, books. I will gladly do that again.
Smash it. Do you want to give out an early Super Bowl prediction, Preston?
I do have to say, I feel like the defenses are both playing so well, but at some point it's just going to be a floodgate opening. And the way our pass offense was going today might be something that gets the Patriots the way even Stiddy was looking out there. So I want to say something like, a 24-14 kind of game, Seattle winning.
Okay. Yeah,
does feel like an under.
Pats do have a solid defense. Yeah, excited to break it down the next couple of weeks.
I do just want to mourn. I lost my 2 final remaining Super Bowl futures today. Rams 26-1, Broncos 35-1.
Oh,
so pour one out for those guys tonight. I just want to thank you guys for all of the picks throughout the year. As well as Olan, looking forward to the 32 team previews. But we got one more game to go, so let it ride, boys. Let's get some winners.
Let it ride. We're going to be doing a bunch of. If you're new to the show, of course, we do a picks episode, just obviously picking the game, and then we do an exotic props. We'll have CJ on for that one. Then we do a whole episode just dedicated to props for the Seahawks. Whole episode just dedicated to the props for the Patriots side, and
you kind of buried the lead.
What's the lead?
60 props for Super Bowl 60
props, Super Bowl 60. Oh man, it is so fun.
Think we'll get to 60?
Yeah, of course.
Will people come after us for giving out too many? props?
I don't know. Who cares?
Here's the full schedule, just so you know.
Yeah.
Sunday night, we will kick it off with a pick show. Maybe we'll open the Discord line. We'll see. And then, like you said, Monday with CJ, we're going to do exotics and novelty. Patriots on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the Seahawks. And then Thursday, we'll be back with CJ. We'll be doing first touchdowns, game leaders, and a ladder.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
What time's the pregame show start, Sean?
That's interesting. We always have to do the math. You don't want it exactly the hour before.
It can't run up to kick because shit's going on, right?
Probably like Super Bowl kicks off 3:30 West Coast time. So I think 1 o'clock is a good time.
1
Super Bowl
p.m.
pregame show. Yeah,
I think that sounds right.
Sounds fair. All right, we got a couple more calls, and then we'll talk about the opening number for the Super Bowl. Quick shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Again, promo code SGPN. Get in there. Play $5. Get up. You can win up to $5,000 over on Underdog. Definitely going to be giving out a bunch of Underdog pick'em entries for the big game. Play $5. Get $75. Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, prop sides, total. Rhythm has it all. Rhythm been on a heater here for college hoops. Shout out to Rhythm. They do a great job. Again, you can build your own model, or you can just tail Rhythm. They've had a bunch of success here in the NBA, the association. Steph Curry unders. They're on a 9-3 run. So shout out to them. They've been crushing it there. They had a very good run here with the Pats receiving yards. So a bunch of good reasons to get over on Rhythm. Download the Rhythm app. Use that promo code SGPN25 if you want to go premium. You get 25% off. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. Joining us on the line, the man with the creamsicle Buccaneer profile icon, Frank the Tank. What's up, Frank?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I'm outside right now. I got you on the AirPods, just trying to unbury myself so I can make it to work on time tomorrow.
Okay.
Fucking 16 inches of goddamn snow.
Wait, so you're a UPS driver, right? They're gonna still have you out there delivering packages?
Yeah, man. It's rain or shine. They don't give a shit, dude. People got to get their stuff, man. You know.
Yeah.
So
hats off to you. Hats off to you. Get the stuff out there. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I just got to clear the driveway now because I don't feel like doing it at 5:30 in the morning, trying to make it on time. So yeah, it works out. I got you guys on the earbuds. I got the Discord line. So I was like, you know what? Let me call these guys back. Who do I want to put in the locker? Well, premature whistles. You want to hit the button for
yes.
You have to know when to come. So yeah, New England Patriots first touchdown defense special teams 25-1. Hey, if you're gonna say it's Patriots ball because he fucking fumbled, then let it play out. Why did you blow the whistle?
Very weird. Very weird because they've been letting that play go. Their normal move is they just let the play go and then they decide after the fact.
Right.
Yeah, let it go. As someone who's on the Broncos, let it play out. That's annoying.
Yep, I was on the Broncos, but I did sprinkle some on Denver and New England defense first touchdown. So yeah, that was disappointing. Thought they would let that play out. But you know what? 2 plays later, had Drake May anytime touchdown, so that cashed. Overall, net negative on the day. Probably played a little too many props. But you know what? It was fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, man. Just let's gear up. Got 2 weeks to go. Looking forward to the buffet of shows.
Let's go.
The Super Bowl, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Do you think we're now at a point where younger people haven't seen old school?
Oh, yeah. If anyone in our audience has not seen old school, what are you waiting for? All-time classic.
It's definitely it's got to be in the top 10 comedies.
Oh, it's great.
I don't want to say something offensive, but it feels like you got to put. It's Will Ferrell's best work.
It is really good, and even the opening scene about the taxi about Luke Wilson when he says he doesn't have a seatbelt, and he asks the taxi driver what should he do.
Just the way you get introduced to Luke Wilson's character.
Oh, it's amazing. All time. Joining us back on the line, Dilly Daggers. What's up, Dilly?
Hey, how are y'all doing tonight?
Great, man. 2-0 on the locks.
Would have been better if Jake Bobo's touchdown was first, but we live and learn.
I mean, that's the thing. The props
for sure. That.
Yeah, the props or whatever, but the sides crushed it. So that's always good. And yeah, it's easy. I find myself falling in that trap too. Like, give out a bunch of props, but still the bread and butter is the NFL side. So if you're gonna have the sides right, you want that to carry the rest of the other stuff as far as managing your bankroll there. But Dilly, how we feeling?
So W transparency here. I had a 4-unit, which I'm a $25 unit guy. So $100 free roll on a parlay, free bet. Man, I put it on Cooper Cup and JSN. Cooper Cup, JSN, and Puka anytime touchdown, 15-1.
Oh, that's a hell of a cash, Dilly. Nice work.
Nice work.
So with that being said, was a great night. And towards the end of the football season, looking forward to college basketball. And with that being said, also, if you're listening to this, get out to the Circa. I've been there for March Madness, Circa March Madness, Stadium Swim. Oh my gosh, it's so electric. If you haven't been yet, which I'm assuming y'all have been, but it's so electric.
Yeah, we'll be out there for March Madness. So again, if you're coming out, stay tuned. We'll certainly have some sort of meetup / event. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you're coming out for March Madness, we'll be out there. We'll get the Colby out there as well. So still figuring out the details.
Yeah, Wednesday night before the tournament, like that first 4 Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Get everyone synced up and have a great time.
There's just something about sitting at Stadium Swim, all the games on the screen at Stadium Swim. There's just something about it. Watching all the games, it's electric. So if you're not out the circuit yet, get there. It's electric. I promise you will not regret it in the slightest.
Just don't bring a snorkel.
Yeah,
or a mask.
They frown on that, but it's a good time. Dilly, thanks for calling in, man, and congrats on the cash.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all, and I just want to get y'all's thoughts real fast. Just
sure.
I'm sorry, I mean to carry on, but the first thing I want to say is that I am, I'm a sports bettor, so I'm not a fan of a particular club. But after hearing your rant about Nick Sirianni, I'm very convinced that Nick Sirianni is just wanted to. The whole league wants him to be doomed, other than Eagles fans.
Yeah. Pretty much on point.
The what? That what?
Oh, that he's saying that Nick Sirianni. I think what he's saying is Nick Sirianni is a cursed entity.
A cursed entity.
Yeah.
Well, he did win a Super Bowl, so
I'm just.
Well, everyone wants to see him. Correct. Well, with your rant about a couple weeks ago, you said Sirianni, so much success in 5 years. Everyone wants him fired, and I hope the guy wins. I mean, he's just facing so much backlash for so much success, like you were kind of talking about, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and so I'm not a fan of a team, but man, I'm pulling for Sirianni. Just
let's go.
I hope he beats the washed allegations, so to say.
All right. I like where your head's at, Dilly. All-time great caller. Appreciate it. Great plug for the Circa. And yes, stay tuned. We will announce once we figure out.
Have a good night.
Let it ride, Dilly. Good to hear from you. All right, Kramer, let's announce what is the line. Has Circa opened up their line for the Super Bowl? What do we got of that?
Circa's you're laying 5 with the Seahawks.
I'm telling you, it's going to get to 6.
45.5 is the total. Interestingly, the green and blue book still at 4.5. So I'll be curious. I thought, this time of year, those like projected lines are usually pretty strong. I guess going from 3.5 to 5 isn't a huge move. Probably speaking more towards the New England offense than anything, right? Like, is that what's moved this number 1.5 points from halftime when the projected Super Bowl lines were 3.5 for both teams?
Oh, I think just everyone was hammering Seattle.
No, I know, but like at halftime of the second game,
yeah,
it was 3.5 Rams, 3.5 Seahawks.
Yep.
So like Drake May had already had his shit game.
Yeah.
They had already barely beaten Jared.
Well, I think they thought 3.5, but the market, they underestimated how everyone's going to be hammering Seattle.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get to is what caused them to be that wrong from halftime. Like the sentiment of everyone was going to hammer Seattle or LA already existed after the New England game.
Well, I don't think it did because they opened they had a 3.5.
But it was there. Everyone's like, this New England team's crap. They're going to get rolled by whoever comes out of the NFC. It seems like a pretty huge misstep by the books. I mean, even the idea of them opening it bigger than that 3.5 seems interesting. So yeah, obviously they expected it. If the true open was 4.5 or 5 off of 3.5, maybe they were just lazy, small limits or whatever. But it does seem we don't often see this kind of variance off of what they project or what.
Just be careful. Well, we know Derek and crew over at Circuit are going to be rooting for the Pats, and now maybe their position changes because a lot of that's
why they're so no. In general, I would imagine that the majority. Well, this is probably a good question. Well, we know there was hype with the Patriots, but I'd imagine most books are more heavily exposed to the Seahawks. Or what do you think?
I don't know. That's interesting. I would probably, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's certainly plenty of people who love gambling in New England that probably took some long shot Patriots stuff.
So if you had a lot of exposure to Seattle more than New England, what would you do here? You would probably make the New England price attractive.
Yeah.
To draw interest. Now, what's interesting here, comparing money lines, for example, Circa is, I think, offering a short-ish money line price on New England, but a juicier spread. And so, look, if you want to take action, set yourself at the top of the market. Be off market.
Right now they are. They're at 2-1. DraftKings is plus 190. FanDuel's plus 198. Although, yeah,
Pinnacle being at 5 is interesting too. Another, sharpish book. But there's a lot of 5s out there. Okay,
yeah, I think it gets to 6. That would be my guess.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if they're
guess the line movement, Ryan, everyone's favorite news segment.
I mean, I think you're probably right. I think if it's not but I would have said the same thing about the New England game last week. So.
Guess the line movement. Final spread for the Super Bowl.
I think it's gonna. I think we're looking at it. I don't think it gets that much higher. So
I'm locking in 6 points.
You'll say 6
and 225 on the money line for the Pats. And I might be talking myself into the Pats.
Why do you you think it's gonna get to 225 on the money line? Pats plus 6. I'll just say it ends. No, you know what? I'll say it ends 4.5. I'll say it ends 4.5.
4.5.
Yep.
Okay.
I think there'll be. The more that you're talking, the more that I realize that the sharps are going to be on New England.
Kodak saying the Patriots bias is back. You guys are way too football educated to call that an incomplete pass or say it needed more review. Come on, fellas.
What?
No, he was clear. It's a shovel pass. He was aimed going forward. Now maybe the Pats defender
didn't matter.
Yeah, I just wanted to see a close-up version of the ball being released, which they didn't show.
Yeah, I mean, it clearly went. If you're asking me my evaluation of the play, it clearly went backwards. Now, whether or not the hand was hit or the I mean, I'm not. We're not the only ones question. Like John Gruden a football coach with no dog in the race is wondering what the hell just happened there. So I think it's fair. My commentary is more like, how are they fucking up the replay part of this?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have so much uncertainty over what happened in a play. No different than when Drake May clearly didn't get the first down on that sneak, but you're never going to overturn that. It all comes down to where the spot is.
Well, and that was interesting too, because the ref on the top of the screen, his spot was well short. And even the bottom ref felt like his was short, and they just ruled it a touchdown.
And it seems like in a bit of comedy, having a ref in the booth only makes things more complicated
because they always contradict the other refs.
It just So I would say I really appreciated for the most part how they didn't blow their whistle or throw flags. I think if you're a Patriots fan, you should be pissed off that they blew the whistle for that play. They never do that. They did it there and they made a mess of it. And I think if you're a Seahawks fan, you can be mad about that taunting call. That was tremendous bullshit.
Yeah.
I would go as far to say this. There shouldn't be taunting in the playoffs.
Yeah. Don't announce it, but just don't enforce it.
I mean, I think a lot of the refs we saw, like there was a play in the I don't know. I believe it was in the Rams game where the Rams offensive lineman like two fist shoved. It might have been Kenneth Walker in a regular season game. It's 100% a personal foul. And the ref came over and said, listen, motherfucker, you do that again, I got to call it, but I'm not going to call it.
Sure. Like
that's how you handle that.
We all know like something super egregious. Fine. But
looking at the sideline and then all the media being
that
like,
was crazy.
That is the letter of the law. They said, if you cannot approach the, okay.
Yeah. Come on. Give him a warning. Move on. Let him play.
So, all right. So you think it's going to get to 6 and at 6, you're saying that you're getting interested in the Patriots already.
I don't know. I'm not, my first reaction is Seattle, but I want to look at this game for a long time. I think there's some interesting matchups. Vrabel, I think, is a solid head coach. I mean, Will Campbell is still a liability, and you saw it. I mean, in some ways, the fact that New England couldn't throw or that no one could throw in the second half limited their, kind of helped them because
100%. Buffalo didn't punt against that Denver defense that New England looked quite pedestrian against. I think they're going off against a different monster, and I think in some ways, this Seattle team has been able to score points in just about all of their games. And the defense has generally had the advantage. I don't know if Vrabel's coaches are going to be able to so easily have an advantage in this one like they have in their previous games. I also think they're not going against Jared Stidham, CJ Stroud, or the 31st or 32nd offensive line or a backup quarterback. I think there's a lot of things that aren't happening this week.
Stiddy though, they got a sweet nickname.
Yeah, and I thought if they let him throw a little bit more in the first half, we might have. I mean, again, they kicked that field goal and he just takes a sack. Patriots don't win the game, and then we're talking about how Drake May lost to a fucking. Backup quarterback. So I don't know. I mean, my there's not going to be much secret to my position in this game, but I will tell you. And so great. We're doing the pick show early in the week. Everyone knows when I'm going to be on. The props will be fun though.
Black Jade, one more time, trying to get you on the line. Black Jade, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Can you hear me now?
We got you.
What's up, man?
All right. Thank you, boys. Hey, I am the one. I'm Brendan Smith, who was the winner of the $1,250 future.
Oh, yes.
Which the Green Bay Packers and the Ravens fucked me on. So that was fun. But thank you very much for that.
To remind people, he did a division winning parlay, and you had the Eagles in there. And you had, I forget, name the 4 teams. I forget exactly.
I think it was Eagles, Ravens, Green Bay. Oh shit!
Lions,
who was the 4th? Maybe there was 4 of them.
Yeah, I think you went 2 and 2.
It was a winner. The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
I'd have to look it up. Yeah. I did go 2 and 2, but yeah, the Ravens and the Green Bay fucked me. So that was fun, but I thank you for that.
Of course. Congrats.
I am a West Coast Seattle Seahawks fan. So it was fun to see. I got a buddy, it's from the military, who was in Maine. So he's always a New England guy. And we were watching New England together. We text back and forth. And then we were watching Seattle together. And I won off the Kalshi. Thank you guys, because Washington State is bullshit for the gambling laws.
Yeah.
New England winning, New England, Seattle winning, and also K9 first touchdown.
Oh,
I got what else was it? Anytime touchdown. Sorry, I've been drinking, guys.
It's all right.
Just like
So
everyone else. And then let's see, Kenneth Walker was the first. I got no.
Did you hit Jake Bobo?
Smith and Jigbo was the first one. Smith and Jigbo was the first. I got K9 anytime, and I got Puka anytime. So
nice.
I was like up about 10 units today. So that was pretty cool.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. Nice run. How you feeling about the Super Bowl?
Oh, I feel good about it. I think Seattle is underrated. They always have been. Fuck everyone else. It's kind of like, I guess, with Olan and the Bears, right? So
yeah,
I got to hook up with was it Pearson, who was on before? I think he's a Seattle fan too. I wonder if he's in the area.
Yeah, hit him up on Discord.
Hook up with him and
yeah.
I'll do that.
Little meetup.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats and congrats on the cash. Yeah.
You know what Seattle does here when Seattle wins? They set off mortars in the neighborhood.
It's very LA-like. Yeah.
Hell
we do the same thing down here.
I have 2 Australian Shepherds.
Oh, no.
I have 2 Australian Shepherds, and I'm babysitting or dog sitting 3 other dogs. And 2 of these dogs, I got a fucking Chihuahua in my lap. I got 2 wired Harriers that are fucking crazy, and the Aussies are actually okay with it. So, but holy shit, what a fucking ride!
Congrats.
Sounds like you got a lot of dogs. The dogs are barking.
Not in the Super Bowl though.
Maybe not in the Super Bowl.
I do. My wife's in Florida, so I'm like dog sitting. I don't have any help, so it's fucking crazy.
All right, man. Well, sounds fun, and congrats.
Good luck in the Super Bowl.
All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate it. Love you guys.
Appreciate the support, man.
Discord and let it ride, boys.
Let it ride.
All right. Since he came back on, I cut him off earlier. We love him, Ryan. One more word from our buddy Matty J. Matty J, we're wrapping up, but what I cut you off before last time. What's happening, Matty J?
You can't end the day without a little bit of Matty J. Come on, Kramer. Come on.
That's a great catchphrase. You gotta end your day with a little Matty J.
Yeah.
All right, Matty, close us out.
Yeah,
what do you got?
That's what I always told my ex. She just always ended the day, no Matty J. Anyways, so I just want to come on here just to say, Cousin Mush, you are in my fucking sights, motherfucker. You are not. You will not. Just like I told Olan last week, misery loves a motherfucking company. We will be coming for you. The fucking Patriots, yes, I get it. The Patriots I don't know what's up with them. It's weird. I don't know why they're fucking in the Super Bowl, but I wanted to personally tell Cousin Mush, oh yeah, motherfucker. Seahawks are a real team. You guys have, the Patriots have not even fucking prepared for a team as good as the fucking Seahawks all year long. It will be a fucking wash. And it's almost, I hate that all these Pats fans are going to be so fucking happy, but the way the Seahawks are going to fucking cram it is going to be just that much. It's just going to make it that much more sweet, Kramer. They are going to get fucking mollywopped. Oh my fucking God. And that's really all I have to say. I fucking hope you guys have a great week. I fucking love all you guys. It's Sunday. Have a great week. You're awesome. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Just keep believing in yourself and everything will be great. I'm sorry, Sean. I can't just end it with me like, I can't end it like that. I had to be able to fucking just let it ride. I fucking love all you guys.
Perfect. Let it ride. Monday.
Cannot wait.
Love it, Maddie. Appreciate you.
Talk to you soon.
Let it ride.
I think
can't end your day without a little Matty J, Ryan.
Monday motivation with Matty J.
Oh, there you go. What better way to end a Sunday? Get into the Monday. We got Super Bowl. We got. We're going to be talking some college hoops, some early offseason NFL stuff. What else we got coming up this week? And then next week we'll officially launch Super Bowl week.
All right, we'll be with CJ. He'll be in studio tomorrow. We're going to talk next head coach odds, and then Tuesday at night, Thursday during the day with Colby, and then bonus NASCAR episode on Wednesday. Talking to Cody, we'll talk Daytona 500 Clash, and I guess we'll talk to him about his Patriots as well.
He's a big Patriots fan, so check out the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, and of course, Colby Dent, College Experience, and of course, appreciate everyone tuning in. As always, drop us 5 stars over on Spotify. Your questions, comments, answer them all over there. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean. Second, the Buddy Greenies, Ryan.
Go Seahawks.
Kramer, let it ride.